So that's where I'm camped. So I've just pulled up at your Narrogin Dam, and this trip is actually about free camping at a pub. So it's my second video in this series, and I'm going out to Cuballing. Plenty of area to go for a walk. There's a couple of walk trails. There's the dam itself. Over behind me is his and hers drop toilets. There's a little picnic area and barbecue over there. So I'll do a quick walk around and show you. There's a playground as well. So as I say, this trip is all about camping at the pub, but also while I'm out there I'll have a look around Cuballing and have a look at some of the historic buildings out there and see if there's any history. Cuballing was actually quite prominent during World War II as a training area because of the vast amount of land out there. So not a lot of population left out there, but a couple of very nice restored buildings. So I'll show you around here and then we'll have a cup of coffee and carry on. It's really nice actually, so we'll head off to Cuballing. It's absolutely bucketing down out at the moment. It's really cats and dogs coming down, keeping an eye out on the weather, and hopefully once I get there I can get out in between storm clouds and see what's happening. A couple of people back there to give me a wave. If you recognise me, and I was doing the video when I had the drone up, should have come across and says g'day, but hopefully next time you'll come across. Railway line is still active, and the rain's just backed off a little bit, so I go and park in front of the pub. I threw the electric scooter in the back, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to get that out actually. Might be just a walk around. Great looking pub. Well, it's raining cats and dogs. We'll go across and have a look anyway. Oh, a bit wet for golf.
Yeah, no, I'm getting ready for golf.
Hello. Security. Love it. Well, that was great. I've just met the owners and they said I can camp out the back. Very nice. Gave me a little bit of history on the town, so go and have a look around. As you can see, it's absolutely pouring down. Oh well, them's the breaks. But we'll see what we can see around town and have a look at the radar and see if it's got a break in there somewhere. But yeah, I'll be back here tonight camping and having a meal. Alright, just go for a drive around and we'll be back to the pub later on. Guy sitting out the front getting ready to go to golf. I don't know if I'll be into golf today. Our post office all been restored. The building on the corner just to my left is the West Australian Bank. Now the other thing he was saying at the pub was that they've got one of the largest equestrian centres around out here, so we'll just go and have a quick look at that as well. Shire of Cuballing Cemetery. There's the Oval. Hopefully I can get some good footage, but because of this rain it's going to be a bit of a nuisance. I've just stopped here a minute. I can actually see the equestrian centre over the other side. It's a huge area. There's an ambulance over there, so they must be doing something. There's a horse riding around. I'll get round that side. While I'm stopped here and I'm waiting for the rain to slow down a little bit, I'll read out a few things that I found on the internet about Cuballing. There's actually a book out there called The Numback Country, and it was from its founding to 1997, so it'd be quite interesting, some of the history on that. The town was gazetted in 1899 and was originally going to an original railway station on the Great Southern Railway. Some of the buildings that they had in town included in 1906 2 butchers' shops, 2 banks, a hall and post office, 2 blacksmiths, 2 churches, a boarding house and a hotel, which I'm assuming is the one that I'll be going to have a meal at. There was a primary school and that closed in 1946, and the town became a part of, or the town was gazetted as a shire in 1961. Spring Hill Road. I used to live in Spring Hill in Brisbane. So I've just got to the equestrian centre and it is massive. It looks like it's all locked up. Private. You must need a key to get in or be invited in. Looks like you can go in there, just got to shut the gate behind you. Sorry about the windscreen wipers, there's not much I can do about that today. So it looks like a lot of people might have even camped out here. There's some big units with the horses. Well, it's absolutely bucketing down, so I went over. There's a food van there and it's brand new, so the food looks absolutely wonderful and it smells good too. So I grabbed some of that, come back to the van and have a look at it for the weather. Getting lined up for the next event. Oh, that's good. So if you're looking for a van, for a food van for one of your events, give them a call. I've got their QR code there and you can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Highly recommended. Cheers, mate. So there is quite a bit of history out here. There's a beautiful old home here. Narrogin House 1904. So it's a private residence looking at it. Got security camera notices all over the place. And a bit of old machinery. Looks like a lovely garden though. I really must come back when it's dry. Trying to film myself and keep dry at the same time, so a little bit hard. I say with the equestrian thing going on that some of the caravans parked at the back of the pub probably are part of the equestrian, so it might get busy there tonight if they're all staying over for the weekend. I bet once I've done all this filming then the rain will stop. I just spoke to my wife, it's absolutely pouring in York as well, so I might as well be here doing something. And when you know, as soon as I get back in the van, the rain's calmed down a little bit. The next move is to go and park up at the back of the pub and go from there. I might even lay down there, watch a movie. I actually stopped in Pingelly and on the way through, and their op shop was open. So if you're coming through Pingelly and the op shop's open, go in there. They had heaps of stuff, and I got a whole lot of DVDs for $1 each. So I might go and watch one of them. So just round the back of the pub now, and I count 3 caravans there. Let's go and see if we can find some room without getting bogged. Bus stop there. Oh, I presume it's a bus stop. Not much room in there. So I'm guessing camping wise, room wise, there's probably enough room for about 5 caravans. Well, morning all. It's about 6:45. It's still raining outside. I got a little bit of footage done yesterday in the rain, and it did quieten off a little bit for a while, so I went out and retook a couple of shots as well, had a look around. I don't know how those people did that equestrian in that rain. It was just like rivers out there running down the roads. So the plan is to have a coffee, wait till it gets a little bit lighter. I'm going to go and have a look over the other side of the railway track because there's a few houses over there, so not sure what's over there. I'm going to have a look at that. So I'll finish my coffee and get up, get dressed, and see what the morning brings. Morning, so let's have a quick look around the camping area before that big black storm that's just coming up over there hits me. There's as I say, room for a few caravans there, and there's the back of the pub right there. You've got access to the toilets at night, and then there's a big undercover area here, cage with some budgies in it, and little playground for the kids. It looks like they have a few functions here, which is great. Had the band last night. Even though the band was playing, I could just hear the music from inside the van, and it wasn't too annoying. I don't know what time it finished, but it didn't really annoy me. So this is the undercover area. And straight through there into the pub and the toilets. All the little budgies. Hello. And I'm just camped right through there. So as I say, nice spot, plenty of shade. Not a huge amount of room. I don't think you can pre-book, but for the price of a meal or a few drinks, it's well worth it. And you can walk around town here. The equestrian centre is only a street away, so it's quite easy to walk over there. Alright, let's get out of here before it get any wetter. And here comes the rain. It is as black as. I spoke to my wife this morning. Janet said it was thunder and lightning and some hail up in York. I think I might be about to cop it here. Well, been for a drive around the other side, and not a lot over the eastern side. It's mainly residential streets, some very nice houses over there, and more houses than I actually suspected. So, been a good trip. The pub's very nice. They had a band on, which I didn't stay for that, and the reason for that, and I don't like being negative, but there was a drunk at the bar. He should have been cut off and removed because he was getting a little bit mouthy. He got a little bit in my face, and I thought they need to get rid of people like that because they're not doing your pubs any good, especially when a lot of the people that turned up for a meal were from the equestrian, and there were some younger girls there and things, and some of his comments could have been misconstrued. So apart from that, the food was great. Typical pub fare, prices $27 for a seafood basket. So no complaints there. It was nicely cooked. Some of the other meals I saw coming out looked really nice. Good atmosphere, friendly staff, and yeah, I would stay here again. Out the back there's limited room, but if you're passing through this way, it's something else to come and have a look at. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Love their little dog with the security jacket on. He was very friendly. He spent most of his time laying down in front of the heater. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep the shiny side up, and I'll see you out there soon. Cheers.